Welcome to Ghost Stops Road Trip. Trains.
Right.
Hello and welcome back to Ghost Stops Road Trip Part 5.
We're getting through them now.
Yes, I think this may well be the last part on this little road trip. As you can see, we've come out in the dark today for this next little outing.
Yeah,
and we're doing something different. We're actually train spotting today.
Yeah. We're waiting our first train since we've been here.
Yeah, I can't wait, I wonder what it'll be.
Maybe it's
No, we're not
Thomas.
really.
Thomas.
Yes, Thomas. We've come to Connington level crossing to start the evening off, and this place has been described as the most atmospheric level crossing in Great Britain.
They're not wrong.
It's proper spooky. We were
Your
just
car's
outside.
full of flies now as
Oh
well.
wow!
Oh my god, they're everywhere.
There's a few stories, ghost stories from here, so we'll get out and have a little wander up to it. You've had an odd experience already.
We've literally been here, what, 5 minutes?
Yeah.
And because the level crossing looks so eerie in the dark, I decided to go out there and do some photos there. And as I was taking a photo of the level crossing, I suddenly noticed there was someone standing directly in front of me.
We'll get the camera and walk us through what actually happened.
Right.
So yeah, you got out to take a few photos.
Here comes the train. Oh, it's attempting.
I wish I got excited about trains. Yeah, what happened?
So we got here, literally got out of the car from there, walked to here, and I was like, oh, that looks quite cool over there. Got my phone out and then was like standing here taking photos. I don't know if you can see with the light off, like, can you see the shadows on the floor?
Not really. It's quite a shadowy area there.
Anyway, yeah, so I was standing here, like, taking photos, and then as I take the first photo, I noticed there's someone standing, like, here in front of me, and I just see him as a dark silhouette.
That was behind your phone, you didn't see it through the screen, did you?
No, not through the screen. So I'm like this, taking a photo there, and I suddenly see someone here, like next to me, as a dark silhouette. I thought, like, coming out of the car and checking without the phone there, I thought maybe it's this signpost, and because there's some shadows on the floor, when we haven't got the lights on, there's some shadows on the floor that make it look a little bit like legs. But
yeah.
The figure that I saw wasn't that far away, it was like here. Which is why it made me jump, because it was like, oh, suddenly someone next to me rather than someone like over there.
We're right in the middle of the fens as well, so it's just flat absolutely everywhere. When we got out of the car, first of all, we said it's like a UFO spotting place.
Area.
See the moon there.
There's one coming on now. One person on it. Oh, here we go. It's quite a weird place. Oh. Quite a weird place, especially because when there's no trains, when the lights aren't going, it's just like you do feel so remote.
There's no houses, there's no signal box.
There's one house, but it's like down the road over there.
Yeah.
Somewhere. Even then, I think that's a farm.
Yeah, it's a really isolated place. The initial ghost story, this is a place that I've been told probably about 5 or 6 times from some of our viewers that have sent me articles about this. I think in 1948 there was a fella, a colonel and his dog were travelling in a car and got hit by a train here, both died. And apparently they're buried next to the crossing.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I don't know whereabouts, I don't know if there's a marker or a memorial or anything.
You've got this sort of like weird grass and stuff. I don't know if that's a ditch or if that's water down there.
I think it could be, because it's all fens, isn't it? During the war as well, there was a lorry with German prisoners of war, and that got hit by a train, and there were 7 of them that died.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so there's been, certainly that I know of, there's been 8 people plus a dog that have all died.
At this crossing?
In this exact spot here, yeah. I don't know if there's been any more accidents here where people have died. I know there's been a few near misses, but yeah, and apparently the colonel and his dog have been seen here.
Well, I thought I've just blooming seen him over there.
Well, yeah.
Because like I said, I thought if I'm standing there, like say if I'm standing like here, for instance, if I'm taking a photo like this,
Yeah.
and then even past where you are, where those posts are over there, if I see someone over there, it's going to be like, oh, there's something there. But this was like there's something next to me, which is what made me jump. And you heard me jump as I was taking the photos.
Yeah, I was just setting up the camera and I heard you jump. Because initially we weren't going to come here. This was the plan. And then...
Yeah, because this is a little way out the ways for us, but it's in the area of the road trip.
Yeah.
Locations.
But we didn't know whether it was worth coming out this way to see a level crossing. But I'm glad we did, even just of how atmospheric it is. Not that there's going to probably be much point here, but I've got the K2.
We'd be interested to see if you pick up anything as like a base level just from, because we could probably work out if it's coming from this. If we're getting stuff that's quite abstract.
Yeah, I did just get a little blip on it then.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That's got to be from the train line.
Yeah, there's power lines up there, there's all sorts. So I mean, you can't really use EMF around here for investigating.
The fact that there's EMF here, it could even be
Could be charging
an
it.
ideal source.
Yeah.
It's like having an EM pump running. That red down there, it's not the back of a train, is it?
I think they're... This made me jump.
I'll have to give it a minute so we can cross there. Did you say as well we're not alone? There's someone in the mud. Was that?
Oh no,
that's
because there's berries here. Yeah.
I'm guessing it's often these stitches on the side. It's strange though. I keep thinking I can hear like voices on the wind, but there's no houses. The
Not
only
anywhere
house
close.
is one that's, I say way down the road. Like, over that way down there, you couldn't see it from here, and there wasn't really many lights on.
Yeah.
It's just like an old farm.
Then again, it's so flat here that sound's just going to carry really easily.
But from where?
I don't know, but just in the distance, I guess, because there's nothing.
There's some lights over here, but I think even that's a road running
Look at
along.
all the flies.
Yeah, look at the flies.
Well, that's the thing. If I pan the camera around, you can see that there's absolutely no lights anywhere.
No. So we've been here as well as not even been cars.
No, we're the only people that have. And we would be expected to be train spotting here rather than looking for ghosts.
Yeah. These side bits here, I keep half expecting to see someone standing in them every time I turn around. Yes, definitely got a vibe.
Oh, it's a really spooky place.
What's that EMF over like? Okay,
Still-
like over here.
Still getting a bit here.
So as we're moving closer to the train tracks, that's powering up. So it's definitely something to do with
Yeah.
the train track.
I just sort of wanted to bring it out just to demonstrate that there is a lot of EMF here. But yeah, there's not really been any. I've not read anywhere that it's exclusively on the crossing itself. So there could be stuff
We have these
out and
two
about.
quite long tracks leading up to it.
Everything here is eerie. Even the kind of reeds either side of it
Yeah,
make
that's
it
what I
look.
keep expecting to see someone pop out of. Well, especially considering that there's people buried in them.
Yeah. Well, even the sound of just the reeds, the sound of the crickets and the reeds.
Mm. There's fences running along here. So.
Oh, that sounds like the train. That was exciting. There was this freight train.
Right. Now we've been granted access to the other side again.
quite an active one actually.
Yeah, it's more trains coming across here more regularly than I thought they would.
Yeah.
What's down here? Because there's a couple of paths that are leading off the main track.
Yeah, that's. Ah, there's
the
an
bridge.
old bridge as well. Ah, this is all railway property.
The bridge over here.
That's another road, I think.
This side isn't any less creepy, to be fair.
No. Yeah, everything's pretty quiet here.
Apart from the trains. We can wait for this one to go and then we'll try talking to
Good action. Ready?
try not to get caught out on it a third time.
Well, that's what, 3 trains in. I don't know if we're going to be able to investigate here.
We'll wait for this one to go.
Yeah.
We'll do just quick.
I mean, I thought it'd just be a kind of boring level crossing. I know that there's a ghost story, but
Quite a substantial one as well.
yeah, that's why I kind of always wanted to come and see it. And seeing as we're road tripping out this way, why
Yeah.
not?
Because they say about being like a ghost car, like the guy driving up
Yeah,
with the dog in the car. So I mean, if we saw like headlights coming up towards us, or maybe
yeah,
I mean, there's nothing really that I can see. I mean, there's 2 little lights down there.
yeah.
I think that's just reflections of a sign or something though. There's nothing I could really see that could go like, oh, maybe they saw this and thought it was a car. Does that focus on that?
Yeah, it's so flat as well that you can see in the distance as well.
If it was a car driving up, like from down that way,
You probably see it a mile off.
yeah, this road goes off and off and off down that way. So you see it for a fair ways.
Is there anybody here at this level crossing that died here? I heard there's a gentleman and his dog that were hit by a train here many years ago. And apparently you've been seen here driving up to the crossing and even to this day. Are you stuck at this level crossing?
I think that's a.
And apparently you've been seen here driving up to the crossing even to this day. Are you stuck at this level crossing? Didn't get anything. Didn't know he was that close to me. Didn't get anything on that.
We try a quick session here. We're here.
Yeah.
Is there anyone with us here at this level crossing? There's a couple of lights over there now, but I think that's just the.
Yeah. Did you die here? Were you on the truck that was struck by a train?
Are you buried in these reeds? Buried in the mud? Is there anyone here that can see us? We're here to try and communicate with you if possible. If you can show us that you're here in some way, let's see if we can talk to you a little bit.
Did James see you earlier?
Yeah, I thought I saw someone.
Is that number 5?
Yeah, it is. Okay, it's an interesting place to investigate just because it's so strange.
Yeah.
And it's also got recorded deaths and stuff here. As far as how we're going to be able to investigate it carrying on.
Yeah.
I mean, we've got these coming through
Probably every couple of minutes.
EMF's a bit all over the place because of.
I mean, I
this.
didn't think it was probably the most ideal place to investigate for those reasons, but
Well, it's just an interesting start.
yeah. And the thing is, like, obviously there has been ghost sightings here, so it's worth coming because you never. Well, you may have seen something, so
yeah,
it's worth coming.
That was really weird. Talk so we can hear your voice. That was weird. I thought I just saw someone in the car.
In our car?
Yeah. I was looking over there. I thought I just saw someone sitting in the driver's seat of the car. I was thinking if the people died driving, maybe the car here is almost like a trigger object.
Well, there's been loads of accounts of people having like phantom passengers.
I think if they're able to sit in the passenger seat, they're probably able to sit in the driver's seat.
I heard that happen here, but I've heard it a lot of other places. People have been driving through and they've had like picked up someone. Shall we continue the road trip?
Yes, I think we must get back on road. So where are we heading off to next?
Well, there's opposite the care home you'd have seen in I think the second part of the road trip. There was a house that looks pretty run down.
Yeah, I'll drop in a clip here of me noticing it.
Yeah.
And joking, is it abandoned or just shit? Is that? Do you reckon that's abandoned?
What I think it is.
Well, we'll stick to the plan for now.
I don't know, and I don't really want to.
Well, we're gonna end up playing our usual game on our explore. So, is it abandoned or is it just shit? I mean, it really could be either. Here we go.
I mean, I think it's abandoned, and it's right opposite the care home that's also abandoned. So we thought we was going to go there and have a little look at it and just scout it out, see if it's, you know, accessible, see if it's open. Obviously, if it's locked up, then like we're not going to go anywhere near it. But yeah,
It is right on a residential street as well, so there's a possibility that we might have to vacate quite quickly. Like
Yeah,
having
but
a few of the ghost
it's
jobs.
worth a look. And after that, we may stop off somewhere else on the way back.
Yeah.
We can find somewhere. So
There are a few places about, so
yeah,
if that's not very fruitful, we'll keep looking.
yeah. So yeah, we're just going to stop off on the way back, I guess, in a couple of places.
Yeah, let's go get the next one. It's like in horror films when like the devil comes and then all the flies appear. Oh, they're absolutely everywhere.
They're all over me. Your jacket's on the back, on the roof.
Oh, that was a good spot there. We're just heading off now. We decided to sit at the level crossing. Well, mainly because there's a train coming. Just thinking, like, if this is a spot where people mostly see stuff,
Yeah.
maybe if we're sitting,
It must be when people have been crossing, they've seen things, because
they're not really going to be getting out of the car and walking around. So, it's creepy to think actually. Like if you're sitting here, like the car window's only here. Like if something came through there and you're in the car, you've not really got any option but to like run back.
Well, it's like I keep checking the mirrors to see if I can see any headlights or something.
There's someone in the...
Or in the back seat, yeah.
See, now would be like... When they have the actual train going across, that would be like the optimal time of something spooky to happen because
the same conditions.
You can't escape. On the track. Alright, see you on the next one. dwarf?
I don't know.
That's because the camera's tilted upwards. I just set up a bit more a bit here. Oh, we've still got the flies in the car, look.
Yeah, there's one crawling there.
So we've got a McDonald's and we've now arrived in Rampton to have a look at this this place that we've seen near the care home. We've just done a couple drives past and eventually actually spotted it. It's so dark down the driveway where it is. Think I saw some lights on there.
Yeah,
so...
we're just going to literally walk up to it, see what it's like. Because there were some old cars sitting out the front as well.
There's a car that's been sitting on that drive for years and years. On Google Earth, on Street View, it's still sitting there in the same place.
Yeah.
And like when we went to the Marmite house, we encountered the same thing. There's just loads of old cars sitting there, and that was abandoned.
Yeah.
I can't imagine someone was living there though, because
It was in a bit of a state.
The ceiling was all collapsed.
Yeah, it had a thatched roof that had fallen in. It might have been renovated in a few months, but
I don't know.
I think we're just going to go have a look.
I think it's that one. Feels like we're about to do a burglary. There's a guy. The car's all old. This is the one.
That can't be the same place, surely. Yeah, that must be it. It must have renovated it very, very, very quickly.
If you look at that window on the right hand side, it's just like yellow with stuff.
Yeah, there's definitely a house.
There's someone in there. I can see someone moving about.
Yeah, come on.
With ghost ops, with Roadtrip, you never know what you're going to find. Some places you might not get in, some places you do, some places you don't even know are abandoned. Unfortunately, this one isn't abandoned. There's someone definitely inside there walking about. So we'll give that one a miss, unfortunately. But like I said, we have two other places, so we're just going to have a pop along, see what we can find.
Yeah, when I came up here before, I've got a funny feeling this door wasn't open. I think this was boarded up.
All right.
So there's been people up here recently.
Wow.
God, yeah, it's been trashed in here.
Do you know what the layout of this weirdly reminds me of?
What?
Like on Nuke's top 5 videos where you see like the house in like Middle Eastern countries.
Yeah, yeah. How are the tiles still so fresh?
It's the magic of Sit Bang.
Ah, yeah, well, the tiles look good.
Oh, there's a cat. Graffiti on the wall.
Oh, there is actually it's all flooded down there.
Yeah, I can see quite a bit of water down there.
Yeah, I kind of wish I'd actually come in here when it was actually open as a pub, so I could kind of compare it to what it's like now.
Get an idea. Storm music. Gil Scott Heron.
I'm guessing this.
That graffiti there says 2014.
Yeah. I'm guessing this that would have been carpeted. I'd imagine.
Yeah. There's like stone floor. I think it's stone.
Oh, these are the toilets. James, they got old posters in the toilets.
Oh really? I was going to say, you can tell how long this place has been empty for because it's got like graffiti of memes from about 10 years ago.
2012.
Oh right.
So that must have been when it closed then, I guess, 2012.
Trumps.
Yeah, I didn't know he's going to come in here so soon.
Well, wake up and smell the ashes.
Hideout.
Make more sense to wake up and smell the toads in this place. You just fart?
Yes, I do apologise.
To be honest, of all the rooms, hideout where? There's a wall.
Yeah, I don't know why I'm so interested in those posters.
Poster from 2009.
A poster?
It's in really good condition, actually.
Oh, there's the gents.
Good job I wore my that's how bad the floor is.
I don't think we're getting up there. Oh, there's a bit of old carpet.
I didn't realise how far over this way it would go.
Yeah, it's quite a big place. That's what I mean. That's why I wish I'd have seen it how it used to be.
Well, that goes straight outside, though.
There's not even any sign of a bar.
This was the kitchen.
Ah, this must have been the kitchen.
I already said that.
Did you?
Yeah. Because look, it's got that big ventilation.
Oh, I just read the food colouring chart.
So you know which card the food is supposed to be.
I don't know how I'm missing saying that. Well, this is where we were already.
No, we were through in.
Yeah, that's where the hole in the floor is. Our favourite star's back.
666.
Or is it 999?
What's that name? Stan.
They probably tried to write Satan.
Fuck off. Do you reckon that was a swastika attempt?
Ran out of space. The wooden beams actually look quite decent.
Some of that wiring.
Yeah, these are half bad actually.
Yeah, should we take it into the timber?
I won't fit in the car. And have you ever heard the take nothing but photos, leave nothing but footsteps? There's nothing in the urban exploring guide that says still wooden beams.
Steps.
There's a ball.
I already videoed that. You're catching up with everything I've been doing on this.
Well, it's late.
You want to delay? Oh, we don't have to see motivational graffiti on the wall. Get out.
Nah.
It doesn't feel too bad, but I don't want to be famous on the floors.
What's it like?
Don't feel too bad.
No, it's not too bad. I don't know if they had a hotel up here or what, I'm not sure.
No, the stairs are a bit too small. Careful with your foot in there, because that's right through the floor.
Oh, careful. What?
It goes out onto the roof. Oh, I don't like the floor here.
Interesting wallpaper.
It's outside. This floor does feel a bit dodgy.
Yeah, I'm
to be
going to
fair.
get down. Yeah, I drove past early in the year and I took some photos of it. Just poked my head in and just took some photos, but first time I've actually been in.
I stand on that floor up there, and you know, and you're like, you're in your head. It's going, don't step again, because the next one's going to be the one.
I've never been told or heard anything about ghosts here. So I know some of the people that have come up here and had a little look round, and they've never said of anything
No
happening.
mention of it. No.
I think people come up here quite often.
blackberries.
There's one thing I've learned: never say no to a freebie.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a bit fizzly through here.
Yeah, it looks a bit. Do you want to go out around the other way?
Yeah.
Oh no, that'd be ideal for my flat.
I'm assuming it's free.
I'm assuming it is. The legs look a bit knackered. That's a nice little armchair, that.
Oh,
Please.
don't know. Give me lights.
That looks like.
It is and all. Yeah, it's not doing anything wrong.
I'm surprised they didn't even stop. When they came around that roundabout, I thought they were heading towards us.
They've still got the...
Was it the pub side?
Yeah.
Very collapsed.
Yeah, there's not a lot to see, is there, really? Yeah, one more place to have a look at.
One more place tonight. So we're now at the final one for this episode. Yeah, we're at Woodlands Hotel, just outside of Haverhill. It looks pretty heavy duty, boarded up and stuff, but you never know until you know. So we're going to go and just have a look around and see what access is like.
Yeah, it's
Cool.
I did come in here for a meal once.
Yeah.
The works do. It was like an Indian food place.
Oh, look at this.
Yeah, it's definitely sealed up. Anti-climb paint.
Yeah, that's quite a heavy duty duck on there.
Yeah, no, the reason I came here, I was told probably getting on 10 years ago now.
Yeah.
There was someone that worked actually in there, as I think they might have been a housekeeper or something.
Mm-hmm.
And they said that I need to get up here and have a investigation because they'd experienced some strange things. I didn't go into too much detail of what she'd experienced, but she certainly seemed to think there was something going on in there, to the point of asking me to investigate, and I never got round to it, unfortunately. Yeah. So yeah,
It's a big place.
I don't know how old it is, and I don't know a huge amount about the backstory, but yeah, she certainly reckoned there was something paranormal occurring.
Right, should we ever wander around and just see? You never know, there might be a little entryway in there.
It isn't like the old wall front there. Oh, you know what?
What?
I reckon this was accessible.
Yeah?
And they've put this up because it was accessible, because that patio door's all been smashed open. I reckon because it was getting trashed and they wanted to sell it, they've put all of these up.
Well, if people have been coming up here, they might have still left a way in. So you reckon your friend or whatever said there was definitely ghostly stuff happening?
Well, she seemed to think so. I never asked her in too much detail what she'd experienced, but she...
Oh look, you missed that.
Maybe people have been up here then. But they're obviously still trying to fix it.
Yeah, well, so I'm thinking that maybe people are still coming up here and that there might be one of these that they haven't fixed yet. I guess like an outdoor barbecue area?
Yeah.
A load of old junk.
Yeah, I didn't know these were here, these extra buildings.
On the left. Hey.
Yeah, I saw that.
What is that? It's people
Yeah, they tried to
bent
put
the
it.
prongs.
But they've cleared it as well, so... I don't think so, because there's a lot of trees and stuff.
You sure?
Yeah, no, that's definite no on that.
So as we continued to stumble through the undergrowth and the trees and the grass and the thorns and stuff, we were starting to realise that we weren't going to be getting inside this building. The fence was too heavy duty to really get past. Any attempts that had already been made were completely sealed up. The battery on my torch had already died at this point, and it was getting later and later into the night, so we decided we're going to have to call this one off. Part of the fun of the road trip has definitely been not knowing what we're going to encounter every time we turn up to a location. The fact that we turn up to places and we can't get in them is just part of the process. Over the course of the road trip, we did find a lot of places that we hadn't found before and been wanting to explore for a long time, so it wasn't all to waste when it got to this endpoint.
It's just a shame, it's just a massive place.
Yeah.
With 2 buildings as well.
So even if we got past the fence, then it's so
That's
clearly guarded, and
I've got no torch. So we could have gone out another 5 or 6 times trying to find places to access and create maybe episodes 6, 7, 8, 9, but it really felt at this point that it had come to its conclusion, which sort of made it even more amazing that there were so many places we managed to access. A lot of these places are quite rapidly being developed and being lost to time, so to actually be able to see a few of these, possibly for the last time, was particularly special to us on this road trip. I'd like to thank you all for watching along with us and joining us on this little road trip adventure, and keep your eyes peeled for more Ghost Ops content in the future. Thanks.